Summary of the 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. Introduction. Falling in love feels magical, euphoric, and exciting. But keeping the love alive is the hard part. As your relationship progresses, you and your partner will go through different phases of life. The challenge is to find ways to stay in love despite these changes. Dr. Gary Chapman has discovered the key to successful marriages, which involves understanding your and your partner's love languages. Whether your relationship is flourishing or failing, communicating how you wish to receive love and understanding how your partner wants to show love is crucial. By determining if your love language is words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, or physical touch, you can work towards keeping your love alive and ensuring it lasts a lifetime. Chapter 1. What happens to love after the wedding? Have you ever wondered what happens to love after the wedding? This is a common question that marriage expert Gary Chapman addresses. He explains that just as people speak different languages, they also have different love languages. Imagine speaking English while your partner speaks Mandarin. Communication becomes difficult unless you learn each other's language. Similarly, in love, learning your partner's love language requires effort, but is essential. Love is a complex term, often used to describe everything from food to activities. But what does it mean to you? Chapman suggests looking back to your childhood. Children have emotional needs to be loved and appreciated, and unmet needs can lead to emotional instability, affecting relationships later in life. Think of your emotional needs as a love tank. Like a car needs fuel, you need love to function well. Keeping your love tank full is essential for a healthy marriage, and learning your partner's love language can drastically improve your relationship. Chapter 2. What happens when we fall in love? What's the secret to making a marriage last? Despite extensive research and expert advice on marriage, couples still struggle to maintain their love. This might be because they don't understand the different phases of a relationship. The initial phase, characterized by euphoria and intense attraction, usually lasts about 2 years. After this, reality sets in, and the once ignored negative traits of your partner become apparent. To make love work after this phase, it's crucial to transition from the obsession of being in love to a genuine feeling of being loved by another person. This requires effort and emotional communication to sustain the relationship. Defining expectations and working on building a successful relationship is key. Chapter 3. Words of affirmation. How do you feel when you receive a compliment? It probably makes your day better. For some people, hearing positive words from their partner is essential. Their love language is words of affirmation, and they need to hear encouraging words, compliments, or simple thank yous to feel loved. To speak this language, start with encouraging words that support your partner's interests and endeavors. Use kind words, even when feeling resentful about past events, and focus on the present. Express gratitude for small tasks to create a positive environment. Use humble words to request rather than demand things from your spouse, avoiding a parent-child dynamic and fostering a partnership instead. Chapter 4. Quality time. In today's busy world, quality time has become a precious commodity. Spending undivided attention with your partner is key to maintaining a loving relationship. It's not just about being in the same room, but focusing on each other. Go on dates, take walks, or prepare meals together to share love and respect. Quality conversations are also important. Maintain eye contact, actively listen, pay attention to your partner's feelings and avoid interrupting. Understand each other's personality types and find a balance that satisfies both parties. Chapter 5. Receiving gifts. People who love to receive gifts aren't necessarily materialistic. Gifts have been a part of human culture for centuries and symbolize love. The act of giving, rather than the gift itself, is what makes a person feel special. It shows that you think about them, care for them, and appreciate them. Even small, thoughtful gifts can have a significant impact. Regularly giving gifts, regardless of their monetary value, helps keep the love alive in your relationship. It's the thought and effort behind the gift that counts the most. Chapter 6. Acts of service. If your partner often asks you to do chores or small tasks, their love language might be acts of service. These actions don't require much time but can have a huge positive impact. Doing things for your partner out of love and not obligation makes them feel valued. Acts of service must be chosen willingly, not forced. It's important to communicate and understand each other's needs to avoid frustration. Breaking away from traditional gender roles and sharing responsibilities can strengthen your relationship and make your partner feel loved. Chapter 7. Physical touch. Physical touch is vital for emotional health. Studies show that babies who receive more physical affection grow up healthier emotionally. For partners whose love language is physical touch, simple acts like holding hands, kissing, or hugging are essential. Even more intimate acts like giving massages or sexual intercourse play a crucial role in their emotional fulfillment. Even in long-distance relationships, finding ways to connect physically, such as wearing a partner's clothing or sending photos, can help maintain the bond. Communicating about how you want to be touched and asking for feedback is important for satisfying each other's needs. Chapter 8. Determining your love language. To discover your primary love language, ask yourself what you desire most from your spouse. Think about what makes you feel good and what hurts you the most in your relationship. Reflecting on past relationships and childhood experiences can also provide insights into your love language. Rank the love languages in order of importance, and have your partner do the same. Communicating these preferences helps you both understand how to fill each other's love tanks. Regularly discuss your love tank levels and what you can do to improve them. Final summary. Marriage requires effort, communication, and understanding each other's love languages. By learning and speaking each other's love languages, words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, or physical touch, you can keep your love tanks full and maintain a healthy, emotionally fulfilling relationship. Regular communication and effort to meet each other's needs are key to a successful marriage. This has been a summary of the 5 love languages by Gary Chapman,